Alright, I'm back with another devlog. So, I added a lot of things. First up, I fixed the, calculations, so now it's real time instead of what I was doing previously, which was pre-calculating things. So now all of the, simulation and whatnot is actually, real time, and actually it runs better than having it pre-calculated. Um, Yeah, so now it's a little bit cleaner. I also added in select fire modes. At the moment, semi and auto are the only ones that actually work in like the way they're supposed to. Burst I have ready to be implemented, but I have to add some extra code for it to function. And then the shotgun I haven't even done anything with yet. Especially because there are multiple different types of shotguns, so I don't know how I'm actually going to go about that. I think I should actually have shotgun be maybe um, like, a boolean instead of a fire mode. But yeah, we have this data asset, so this is how I will add new guns, is I simply just change the, skeletal mesh, I change the skin, and this will also allow players to have camos. I change the max ammo, I change the ammo count, and I'm going with the way that Call of Duty does it. So your ammo is actually aggregated instead of being in separate magazines. We have the base damage that it can do, and at the moment, I have not implemented my damage system that I want to do, but there is a damage system that exists and it works. If I go into, I think here, back it up. Yep, right here. So we see if the actor we hit is a player. If it is a player, we damage that player, which means that at the moment friendly fire is a thing because I haven't implemented teams and whatnot. So once I get into multiplayer and start implementing like game modes and whatnot, at the moment the only testing I'm going to do multiplayer wise is free for all, so everybody can damage everybody. But I do plan on changing the way that I do damage calculations, which is going to be that instead damage is going to be so this is the max damage the gun can do. And once I get player models and whatnot, I'll also see which body part got hit and change the damage based on the body part that got hit. So there will be like a damage multiplier based on the body part that was actually hit. And also, damage will be decreased based on the the bullet's velocity compared to its maximum velocity. So, for instance, if the maximum velocity is 8,300 and the bullet hits a player at 4,000, it would do about half the damage, maybe. I don't exactly know how I'll implement it. I don't know if it's going to be the exact percentage or if it's going to be percentage plus a certain number or something. That's all going to be balancing. So, we'll just see how it goes. But for now, I just want to get things functional so that I can test multiplayer. And then once I have multiplayer working, I can then add in those extra things, because they won't actually affect the client and server relationship. They will only affect the client side of stuff, since the client side is only going to be sending the final damage value and not all of this. So yeah. So that, and then you can see this is the actual blueprint that is the parent to all data assets created, and then I have these menus that I've created, and they function in a way. Go into the main menu, click play. You can see right now settings is grayed out because I don't actually have a settings menu. So then we have multiplayer, you click on that, and then you have create, join, and at the moment these don't do anything either though. But yeah, we have the menu switching set up, so that's all ready to go. And then on the player, we have health. We obviously have the HUD, and I added this max health value. So, for instance, if I add in a hardcore mode where health is actually half of its normal value, I would then change max health to 50 instead of 100. Or maybe the health won't be 100 and it will be higher in the final game. I don't know. We'll just see how things go. you know, oh, that's bouncing related and not actually pertinent right now. So yeah, if we click play, you can actually see, bam, I shot, and bam, I shot, and we can actually go over here. Oh, I also added sprinting and jumping. I forgot to say that. So boom, we shoot through this, and then you can see, like, it penetrates, and then right here it was too slow to penetrate, so it ricocheted. You can also see ricocheting happening right here. I want to see if I can hit this wood, though. Okay, it was too slow to penetrate the wood, sadly. But you can see that it actually does indeed hit the wood like it should. And now if I try to hit myself, you can see I took damage and it updated the health bar at the bottom to display that. And now I'm at 0 health. I haven't implemented death yet because I haven't implemented multiplayer. Once I implement multiplayer, I'll implement death, and then I need to implement maybe a spawn system, you know? So, like, I'll have a couple different spots where people can spawn, and the game will choose where to spawn players and whatnot. Which, for the moment, I'm probably just gonna do, like, choose a random spawn location instead of actually having a whole math thing. Although I do have plans for how to make a good spawn system. So yeah, you can also, if we go into, yeah, the event graph right here, right here, I do have a select gun, but at the moment it doesn't actually work. Doesn't do anything because well, I mean, it works, but it doesn't do anything at the moment. I can try adding in a second gun real fast to showcase that it works. Is it in miscellaneous? Yes. So if I do that real fast, then we're just going to call this, like, auto DA for, you know, this will be an automatic gun for testing purposes. Let's give it a muzzle velocity of 8,300, let's say. And then let's say damage is also, let's actually say 25 because it's going to be an automatic. Let's say the ammo count is... Let's go for 20. Max ammo is going to be that times 4, so 100. Wait, no, that would be times 5, 80. And then let's go for the assault rifle. And then the fire rate, 0.1, which is correct for this guy right here. So actually 900, ooh. So 9,200 is what I should set it to, and then we're going to say it has auto. Save that. And now if I go into here, we can see this only shoots once. I'm holding down the button right now, and it's not shooting more than once. But now, if I switch... But now, if I switch... And it's very laggy because of the fact that it's drawing all of those balls. If I wasn't drawing all of these balls, it would actually, be pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna add some randomness, though, to the, ricocheting, and probably randomness to the exit location. So it's not just a perfect thing. Maybe. Maybe I'll keep it perfect. I don't know. Hey, yo. Yo, that's crazy. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could do that. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Wait a minute. Does that mean I can do the same for these? Huh. I can. Okay, I need to test this now. I need to see what happens if I change this to meters per second and make it 8,830, I mean. Since that's the real M1911's meters per second. Is this actually going to work now? I want to see what it looks like. fucking works! Wow, that works way better, dude. Now, the only issue is I need to change some things now. For instance, I need to change, I think, in materials. Actually, let me make sure this looks good. Boom. Boom. Yeah, see, it's just not going that far. Okay. So yeah, it still doesn't work the way that I want it to, so we're actually just not going to change anything. Fuck your meters per second, bitch. Okay. See, like this looks... Actually, that looks really far, but the other one looks way too short, and I would rather have it be far than short. But yeah, as you can see, everything is functional. Oh my god, it penetrated. Wait, was that because I was moving forward? Yo, can I actually increase the velocity of my bullets by moving forward with the bullet? Okay, it didn't penetrate that. I don't know why that worked. Okay, okay. I don't know. Oh my god, it penetrated again. Oh, is it because it gained a little bit extra when it was falling? Oh, that might be why. Okay, anyways. Yeah, that's a lot of things that I've added so far. So next up is literally just implementing. I can't do anything more than what I've already done pretty much without implementing multiplayer, because if I go too far, then it's going to be a pain in my ass to implement multiplayer. So I should just implement multiplayer right now while the systems are not too complicated to change for multiplayer. So yeah, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna update these guys, all of them, to replicate the things I need them to replicate and whatnot. And yeah, hopefully everything works out. Hopefully. And I'll be able to do a test with some friends to make sure the multiplayer works soon enough. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.